everybody, and welcome to the very first premiere episode of the series that I'm doing called Would This Ruin My Weekend? I'm your host, Andrew Lenz, for this segment, and this is just pretty much a game review of
Let the carnage begin!
games that I'd never played before. And looking at them and going back to see if I rented this as a kid, would it ruin my weekend? Because I don't think there was anything worse than kind of renting a game and it not working out, and you just spent that time renting the game and it just kind of wasn't what you thought it was, and here you go, you got this game for a whole weekend or so, and you just don't want to play it. So today I'm playing a Rock and Roll Racing for the Sega Genesis. This was recommended by the co-host of the Nostalgia Funhouse podcast, Johnny Townsend, who said, try this out. So this is the very first one. I will be taking recommendations for any types of games. I like to kind of keep it to games that you are actually able to rent per se, and see if I can't get them on this good old retro pie going here, and see how this works out for me. But like I said, today's Rock and Roll Racing. Oh, and I'm just gonna new game, one player. I'm gonna go rookie because as a kid personally, I did not read the instruction manuals. Cyberhawk looks cool. Looks like we got a Wookiee here. So I'm going to, at the end of this, when I'm all said and done playing this game, I'm going to tell you if I feel this game would have ruined my weekend. Let's see. Snake Sanders. I think I'm going Cyberhawk. He looks cool. Go blue. Oh, I should have went with the other one. Whatever. This is very interesting. Buy equipment. You gotta have some money to buy equipment. Alright. Let's start a race.
Let the carnage begin! Shred is about to blow! Shred fades into last! Viper fades into last!
It's really
Clock is dominating the race!
very RC Pro-Amish.
Rep fades into last! Rep is about to blow! Viper looks lost out there!
Oh, I have some sort of weapons. Oh, I do have weapons. Got my armor back up. 2 laps left.
Rep fades into last! Last lap!
It's starting to feel like rookies. Rookies seems very
Looks
easy.
lost out there! Clock scores a first place knockout. Viper finishes second. Rep takes a weak third. Shred is in another time zone.
Shred is in another time zone.
The stage is set. The green flag drops. Viper is about to blow. Shred jams into first. Clock looks lost out there.
Oh, there he goes. Okay, maybe it was just the first track was a little bit easier. Controls aren't that bad. Like I said, it's very RC Pro-Am-ish.
Dominating the race. Clock is about to blow.
Oh.
Clock fades into last.
Like I said, if you want to recommend anything for this series, please hit me up. Leave comments.
Shred fades into last.
Oh, I hit my own check.
Clock is about to blow. Clock jams into first.
Oh, I blew up. Oh, okay.
Last lap. Clock fades into last. Viper is dominating the race.
Ain't that
Clock
hard to
looks
return.
lost out there. Viper is about to blow.
I'm trying to figure out what the song is that they're playing.
Rip scores a first place knockout. Viper finishes second. Shred takes a weak third. Clock is in another time zone.
I was in another time zone because I came in like super dead last. Can I buy anything yet for 1,500? Get some charges. All right. Let's go race.
Let the carnage begin! Rip is about to blow! Clock looks lost out there. Shred fades into last. Shred is headed the wrong way. Rip fades into last. Shred fades into last. Clock powers up. Shred looks lost
Do I
out there.
have to go this way or can I just turn left?
Clock is about to blow. Last lap.
Oh, I actually
Headed
gotta
the wrong
complete
way.
that lap. I was wondering if I could take
Shred fades into last.
Okay, this is born to be wild. Ah, where'd I get third?
Viper scores a first place knockout.
I
Rip
would have got
finishes
probably
second.
first or second.
Shred takes a weak third. Clock is in another time zone.
Oh, I wasn't even that far off.
The stage is set. The green flag drops. Rip fades into last. Clock is dominating the race. Viper looks lost out there.
think I'm having more fun now that I'm thinking about it. I'm trying to think of what songs they're playing. I was never a big on racing games, so
Viper is about to blow. Viper fades into last.
I don't know if this is a game. It might have been a game. Looking at the cover that I would pick up.
Rip looks lost out there. Last lap. Shred fades into last.
I do like how each racer isn't
Clock is dominating the race.
the same
Shred
per
fades
se.
into last.
Like you
Clock
don't
scores a
just
first place
pick a
knockout.
guy. Like I
Viper
picked Hawk
finishes
obviously
second.
because he
Rip
looks like a
takes a
Silverhawk.
weak
I'm a
third.
big fan of
Shred
Silverhawk.
is in another time
But
zone.
that they each have their own kind of attributes. Races. I'm on 4 of 8.
Let the carnage begin! Shred is about to blow! Rip fades into last! Shred is dominating the race!
I just blew up. Is this supposed to be?
Viper jams into first! Clock looks lost out there! Rip fades into last! Viper is about to blow! Clock jams into first!
Playing some Black Sabbath here. 16-bit Black Sabbath for everybody out there.
Clock is dominating the race! Shred looks lost out there!
As I'm playing this, I'm seeing tracks are different, but the setting is the same. And I think that's
Rip
getting
fades into last! Last lap!
like I'm just giving my thoughts of this as we go per se.
Rip fades into last! Viper is about to blow! Shred fades into last!
I wonder if I had somebody playing
Clock
this
scores
with me,
a
if it would
first place
be
knockout. Viper
a
finishes
little
second.
bit better,
Rip takes
like,
a weak third.
on the
Shred
notches
is in
there.
another time zone. The stage is set. The green flag drops.
This came out for Super Nintendo as well.
Viper fades into last.
I feel like when I do these now that I should do both Sega Genesis and Super Nintendo and then give a comparison at the end. So I think I'm definitely going to have to
Viper looks lost out
see.
there.
I probably most likely do have a way to play the ones for Super Nintendo also.
Rip is
I
dominating the
noticed
race.
when I was a kid, I had both Super Nintendo and Sega Genesis as well.
Shred is about to blow.
And in a way, all games for both of those systems were not created equally.
Viper fades into last.
So I think my second video will be Rock and Roll Racing for the Super Nintendo. Just to see.
Clock is dominating the race.
Because am I enjoying this? I feel this so far is like a game where you can just kind of go through the motions. I'm not a big racing game guy, like I said before, but I don't know. RC Pro Am, I feel, was good. But this game, I just feel like I'm just going through the motions. I know I'm on the easiest setting and everything else, but and I know somebody's gonna be like, "Well, you could change this or do that." Yeah, but I'm playing it like I just got it. Did a lot of. See, like I did this track. Be like, oh, well, RC Pro Am's kind of the same way. But I feel like there was a charm to RC Pro Am. This one is supposed to be like combat racing, and you know, I never played this before, but I did kind of look it up a little bit. That's how I knew it was for Super Nintendo also. But I was thinking of this more like Mutant League Football or Mutant League Hockey, like that type of thing, and it just doesn't have what I'm looking for. At this point, even if I think I play on a heavier setting. How do you give somebody the same track
Shred finishes second.
Twice?
Rip takes a weak third. Viper is in another time zone.
I don't get it. I don't get it at all. Alright, races are almost over.
The stage is set. The green flag drops.
The music's probably the best part.
Rip fades into last. Clock is dominating the race. Clock is about to blow. Viper looks lost out there. Rip fades into last.
Jeez.
Shred jams into first.
I'm trying to think what the song is.
Viper is about to blow. Rip jams into first. Viper fades into last. Clock jams into first. Last lap. Clock is dominating the race. Scores a first-place knockout. Rip finishes second. Viper takes a weak third. Shred is in another time zone.
That gets old. So this actually, the reading, it looks like it came out for the Super Nintendo a year before it came out for Sega. Now I'm on races 8 of 0.
Let the carnage begin.
0 of 8.
Clock is about to blow.
I think this might be my last race, and then I'll give you how I feel about it. Feature mode. Head out on the
Viper
highway.
is dominating the race. looks lost out there. Clock powers up.
You know what? I think I've already made up
Scores
my
a
mind
first
about
place
this one.
knockout. Viper.
Since I'm on 8-0 of 8, pretty much don't want to run anymore. Playing this, the best part is the music, trying to figure out what each song is and who it's by in the 16-bit. But this is a game that can I advance to the next? Let me. Okay, I don't even want it. See, this game would ruin my weekend. I'm not even gonna lie. Is it horrible? No, it's. I think this is just one of those things that are not my cup of tea. I know I can get to the next level, but I'm at the point where I don't even want to go through any more of these races to get to even see what the next level looks like. When I could have already done that, but I just don't want to do it anymore. This game does not grab my attention in any way other than the music, and that's pretty much it. Like I'm actually out on this. Like I'm good. I'm good. This game I normally when I was a kid on the weekends I watched a lot of like Planet of the Apes played outside and Godzilla movies because that was like what was on Saturday afternoons with maybe some Battle of Endor. But yeah, nope. I would probably play this a couple of times, put it in a case. I don't know how two player is though. So I'm going all only off of one player. But this game, Rock and Roll Racing, for the Sega Genesis, uh, I'm gonna say would ruin my weekend. And that's what I gotta say. So already off to an amazing start for this series. So check it out. I plan on posting probably during the weekend for this, but stay tuned to the Nostalgia Funhouse YouTube channel and make sure you check out the podcast on the BICBP Radio Network, or you could catch the video versions on YouTube as well. So with and one final time saying rock and roll weekend, or I'm sorry, rock and roll racing would definitely ruin my weekend.